Come by and welcome to another episode of the Super P Podcast. This is episode 2 of season 2. How you doing, GK?
I'm all right.
Yeah, so we're back on a actually on a late tip on a Sunday. We're in here early. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's nice. Got more time to sleep.
Okay, so we do have a guest. Would you like to finally introduce our guest? Out of all our episodes, you never introduced our guest.
So I'm doing that now?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Damn, I may not be good at this.
You can try. Come on, buddy. You can do it.
Okay, this is Ribs. We grew up within like 10 blocks of each other. So he's someone I know just kind of from the neighborhood. Graffiti writer. I don't like to put people in a box like that. So he's an artist. He's a very talented artist. Oh, 5 Borough sticker tour has a big part of that too. That's fair to say, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having
welcome to the show, Ribs. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, guys.
So, yes, like you said, you're a multi-talented artist, writer, man of fashion, because we see you with the polo. So, yes, how have you been doing?
Good, man. Times are different, but you work through it, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, we all been trying to do that. Yeah. So usually like how we start this off, like I told you. So we're all going through this COVID-19 thing, and how's it changed your movements and like how you got to do stuff?
In the beginning, I guess it was tough. I wasn't. I took my time off from work, whatever I was able to, but I had to go back, and I work out in the field, so I got to deal with people every day. So it was a little tough in the beginning, but I don't necessarily think everything's back to normal, but I guess it's toning down somewhat. I just think everybody got their opinion about it. I just feel like people should just respect how other people feel about it a little more, So if I want to wear my mask all day, just let me be, whether I got vaccinated or not, or whatever, that's a whole other story. You know what I mean? But, it's all good. Like, do your thing. Don't judge me for doing my thing. I'm cool. I'm going to stay over here. You stay over there. We're good.
Right. Yeah, that's how I feel. Like, like people get mad over the stupidest shit, like because you want to wear a mask, because you don't want to wear a mask. It's like you can't be like, what I'm saying, you can't be everything for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I kind of like just like I'm with you. I'm just like, if I want to wear my mask every day, just give me my 6 feet. Leave me the hell alone.
See, I didn't have time to get a custom mask. If I did, I would have been rocking it just to promote.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because to go into that, you do have a brand. How long has your brand been going on for?
I started to get into graphics and stuff maybe like 94. I was going to New York Tech, taking graphic design. Started learning how to use Illustrator and all that stuff back then. And that was the time when everything was out. You had Mecca, 555 Soul, all those other brands, street brands, and a lot of them were coming from places where graffiti writers were their head designers or designing graphics. So it just felt like the route to go.
A-Life is just right.
Yeah. See, there's a lot of like the dudes from FC created PNB Nation. That was a big deal. There's a lot of graffiti dudes in the mix of all these big brands. It'd be nice if like some dudes like us was the ones designing like polo shit, you know what I mean? But some other dudes and shit, whatever.
Listen, you never know. Like the way stuff goes, everything goes in circles. So you know what I'm saying? As long as you out there, you're doing your thing, and people see your brand, you never know who's watching.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, with these companies.
How do you feel about the commercialization of like graffiti? Like You feel like it's become too commercial or too mainstream, or?
In a way, because I feel like they don't do their research on using an actual real graffiti writer to do their commercials. They got like Toyota and some other ones or some other joints, whoever. I think one commercial, the guy Dual MCI came out and won. I don't know if he purposely did the graffiti for it. He was hired for it. But it almost seems like every time they use the graffiti aspect to promote their stuff, it's some bootleg shit. You know, instead of getting a real artist to do it, you know.
I agree with you. Sometimes I feel that they have a hard time bridging the gap between like the streets and then the corporation. Right. And there's a lot of like graffiti writers that, you know, you need like a go-between, you know, someone to kind of talk. So, you know, if you're a graffiti writer that could do both, you know, not a lot of graffiti writers could like step into like a corporate office and, you know,
right.
be organized and stuff like that.
I mean, I heard in one of your other podcasts, it's the same thing with graphics. If somebody using a generic font or using like that bootleg graffiti font, it's like, come on, bro, you can't do that shit. Like, at least, you know, if you're a decent artist, use a hand style, do it from scratch. So it's more legitimate than just using a font. Anybody could do that, and you could tell the difference from the real stuff and the phony shit. You know.
Yeah, I mean, you know, things have changed a lot, but I feel like the products that are out now to do graffiti with are better than the things that I had when I was like a kid. You know,
yeah, of course.
There was no crank. Now there's like adapters for cans, all like this nonsense. That part of it's nice, you know, but it comes at a cost.
Yeah, right? It's a game changer, but at the same time, it's like you can't rack it, or you can't get it from nowhere. You know, unless there's some dudes out there, plenty of guys out there racking markers and shit like that, and they're hustling them. So he's like, all right, I'd rather buy, you know, 47 markers off this dude for half price than go buy them shit in the store.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Now, are you a marker guy or like a painting guy? Like how, like, because you know, there's graffiti writers that like kind of go more towards the markers, and you know, there's ones that do both. But
I would say I do a little bit of both. Like sometimes I do more painting with spray paint than I do drawing in a black book. And sometimes I'll go through stages where I'm just drawing pages and pages and pages, and just like, all right, I'm just getting my ideas together. Or, you know, I don't know. I guess it depends on your mood or how you're feeling about it. Every artist is different. I don't know. I guess you got to vibe with what you're into at the moment, you know. Sometimes I want to paint canvases. Sometimes I just want to paint a wall. Sometimes I just want to go do a block letter.
Right.
Some simple shit or whatever.
So it's just like whatever like you want to do at the moment. It's kind of like...
Yeah, I mean, sometimes we try to plan things out. Obviously, you know, everybody's grown up and you got things to do in life. So you're like, all right, in 3 weeks, we're going to rock this wall. I want to be ready for it, rather than just be like back in the days, your man calls you at 9 o'clock. 11 o'clock tonight, we're going to go hit this spot. All right, let's go. Let me just grab, I got 7 cans. That's what I got. This is what I got to pull off today. That's what you had, you know?
Things are a lot more planned out now. Like the people that are good at it are really planning things out. Sometimes when I drive around, I see plywood that looks like it's pre-painted. Is that being pre-painted and then put on the wall?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I don't know.
Are you talking about us?
Yeah. There's not many people driving around.
He's like, come on,
putting
just
plywood.
blurt it out. Don't beat around the bush.
I mean, you can't give away everything, but you know, it's thinking in a different way. It's like, I really don't want to go outside bombing. Don't get me wrong. There's a particular adrenaline of taking a tag with a fat cap. It just gives you this feeling that a piece is not gonna do for you. It's just that feeling.
100%.
But you know, you're still like, all right, I want to put my shit out there. I want somebody to see my stuff. There's dudes doing wheat paste, all this other stuff. I guess there's a place for everything, a lane for everything. So it's like, you know what? Let's paint something and let's just go out there and put it up, see what happens, see if it lasts. Some did, some didn't. You know, there's a couple of them out there rocking for like a year.
Yeah.
Some of them lasted 3 weeks, you know, but it is what it is. It's just like, that's the risk you take. You be like, yo, let's put it out there. Or it could be somebody stealing it just to take it home and be like, yo, I'm putting this shit in my backyard.
Of course. Are you like at liberty to talk about the 5 Borough sticker tour?
Yeah, we can talk about it.
So what is it? Like, how did it start? Like,
so without naming particular people, we got the guys in our group. We got 5 guys, basically. So it's me, Kest, Detour, Day, and Coma. And it progressed in a different way. Like, you know, it was like Day and Detour was putting up, doing their thing. Then like, oh, you should make some stickers, or let's do that. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll do it. And I can't lie, I was fronting for a while. I was like, yeah, I'm not really into that shit. I'll get around to it. And then, you know, I did it. Then I believe Kes got into it, then Coma, and now everybody's into it. So it's like, all right, this shit is cool, you know. We out there, everybody's, you know, moving the way they move, because we all move different ways.
Right.
You know, it's not like it's 5 dudes rolling around all day doing their thing, you know. So, and then it's like, yo, you know what? We should start doing some other shit and start thinking more. It's like, you know, then little by little, it was like, yo, you guys is up everywhere. It's like, yeah, it's the 5 Borough sticker tour, because
that's okay.
we're thinking about the bike tour. And it kind of was like in the sense of like, yo, you know what? It's the idea of going all city. Like when you was out there bombing, it's like, you can't say you're all city if you didn't hit every borough, because there's tons of people that were like, yeah, I'm all city, and they have one tag in Staten Island. I know nobody want to go to Staten Island, but at least if you went over there,
that's like the boonies, baby,
and you took 10 tags, at least you could say, yo, I did Staten Island, bro. You could say whatever. You know, but I guess that's the concept of it. More of just like or instead of saying all city tour, it was 5 Borough tour.
Right. I mean, it's like a legitimate advertising campaign at this point. Like, I see it a lot.
It became that from the idea of it, especially now with new times with social media, with hashtags and all that. That was the idea. Just make this a thing. Hashtag, whatever. You know.
Yeah, and then you use the hashtag, you can just find it anywhere, pretty much.
Right. Or other people would tag you, take pictures of either whoever's up, and be like, yo, this is them guys or whatever.
So everything's hashtagged on their 5.
I mean, I try to, but honestly, you know, I don't really post much because I'm more of the visible person. You know, not that I don't put stickers up. I give them shits out. Right. But you know.
So you're the face of the operation, as they say.
I guess, you know, if you want to say that, you know, and the only reason is that I've been around a long time. People know me. Right. So I'm not gonna be out here, you know, saying I'm doing something that I ain't doing. Right. Or if I was, but I ain't.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So what do you think about, like, I see, like, you know, you have the brand going. What do you see about like how they're using the art to mesh it into fashion? I mean, there are a lot of, you know what I'm saying, like, I know you've been doing this for a while, but a lot of companies have been kind of taking you guys' lead and been, you know, doing it too. You're starting to see art pieces on clothes, like, you know, like he doesn't like Cause, but, you know, Cause got stuff on clothes and stuff like that.
I guess it's cool. Yeah. Somebody like him, that's his thing. You know, at least it's his original artwork. Right. You know, a lot of what I've been doing, you know, there's a couple of things I create that are original, but a lot of times it's me playing off somebody else's shit. You know, I'm taking the park sign for Sunset Park. That's the Polo, you know, the old label from the Polo Country or whatever. We jacked Cars for Cash because they were up and they started going over us, so we started like a little kind of beef with them and shit, you know. It was almost like, yo, I wish we would catch one of these dudes out here, so we just throw them a beating for going. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But we know it's not the same thing like it was back in the days. Right. You're just thinking like, yo, my man, you went over me, bro. There's a problem. Stop stop playing. So we kind of just jack their shit on purpose to be like, all right, you want to keep doing that thing, so we're gonna steal your shit and we're gonna go over you with your stuff.
I feel like a lot of like logo ripoffs have been around for a while.
Yeah.
And a lot of very successful brands, like Supreme's a logo ripoff. Like a lot of brands we like are just like,
For sure.
logo ripoffs. I also feel like it's a very New York City type of thing to do.
Right.
Yeah, I wish I had another part to that question. I'm sorry.
he's like blank. He's like a blank. But anyway.
No, I totally agree with that, because something like that, I guess you never know what's gonna take off, because you think about it, it's like, all right, Supreme.
Wait, have any of these companies ever hit you up to like stop using our logos? Like
cease and desist?
Nah, not really. I guess because you know what? Honestly, I don't think it's become that. It's more seems to me at least that it's more of a street thing. So it's like, what they're gonna do? They're gonna ask me, yo, guess guy stole the Best Buy logo. You guys gotta stop. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know, guess guy. What do you want me to tell you?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
I jacked the Rite Aid logo. It was just to make something generic. Honestly, I like graffiti on the real level, like, but at the same time, I was like, I don't want to just put stickers with my tag on it because it's not for everybody. This thing is more of like a brainwashing thing. You see this Best Buy sticker everywhere, and you're like, damn, bro, that's what that is. Oh, and it's more on a level of regular people, not people even involved in our culture as far as the things that we do, fashion wise or graffiti wise, anything like that. It's just regular people like, damn, what is that? I see this everywhere. God damn it. Yo, bro, every time I'm driving, see the damn speed camera, and it's like, oh, there's a speed camera because there's a damn Kess and Coma sticker on it. I mean, these are conversations that I have on a regular basis with regular people.
Right.
I never thought about like that you can bridge a gap to people by using a symbol that's familiar to them, but like putting your own, like I never thought about that before. I guess that's why people really take notice to it, because they're like, oh, I know that logo, but why does it say that? And then you want to do just research as to, what it is.
That's actually a smart thing to do, though.
So do you have like any, like, where is this gonna go? Like the sticker tour, like, is it gonna be like a countrywide thing at some point? You thinking about like all over the world, or like?
I guess, there's dudes hit you up, they want to do sticker trades and stuff. So you'd be like, yo, this guy sent some stickers to England. I sent some stickers to Germany. They send us stuff or whatever. Everything, all of us are grown. People go on vacation. I was in Florida, put up some stickers, whatever. So people go where they go, and they just, and that's the funny thing, because, like, people send you stickers like, yo, I was on the 95 going down to Maryland at the rest stop to buy a coffee, and I see your shit at the bathroom. I'm like, I don't know, maybe I was there. I don't know. That could have been me, and maybe it wasn't. Shit like that.
Do you think that this could go like in a real advertising direction? Like, have you ever thought about like advertising like other people's stuff?
I don't know. Because then in that sense, I feel like I'm taking, I guess if you're going to get paid for it, it makes sense. But if I'm not getting paid for it, I don't really give a shit about nobody else's stuff.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm saying you'd have to get paid for it,
You gotta look at it in that sense. Like back in the days, they had some of the clothing brands. I don't know if it was No Joke or some dude, one of them brands. They had dudes bombing, doing legitimate fillings in the street with their name and stuff, promoting the brands and stuff. So it was cool because it's street advertising, just like when they started with those giant big pun stickers and the Fat Joe stickers. That was a game changer.
Yeah.
Because everybody's like, yo, these dudes got 12-inch stickers. Like, their shits are everywhere. So I guess it's part of that. mentality, you know, a lot of people have told me, oh, you guys, you remind me of like how Revs and Costs was like killing shit. Because that was another thing. It's just like you going with regular. Now we start going with some big shit. And, you know, you start sizing other people up. What's the biggest one you seen? All right, seen the 8-inch. All right, let's get a 10-inch. All right, you know what? Let's see what can we get. This is a 10 by 12 sticker. So I just did this size to match up with them dudes so we could go right over them with it. In that sense, you know.
Right.
But, you know, bigger is bigger. So it's get noticed more.
The biggest sticker. All right, over the week I was on Instagram and I saw a video of the Best Buy on Atlantic Avenue. And they took a huge sticker, I don't know, 10 feet, 5 feet, I don't know how big the thing was. And they put it over the tag on the Best Buy. So it looks legitimate. It looks like it was meant to be there. And I saw it. I didn't even like the picture. I just liked it myself.
Internally liked it. That's
Internally, I really liked it. I didn't have to click a button.
Why you didn't click the button? You just wanted to be like incognito?
I don't know. It's just, you know, I liked it, so I didn't need to click a button.
That's another part of this thing that makes me laugh. It's like a lot of people really get offended or they really get caught up on this Instagram like shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, listen, man, real life, you know me. So when you see me, you give me my props. If you don't, then whatever. It's all good.
Yeah, it's like a fake world, literally.
Yes,
like,
yes.
People,
it's totally fake.
You know, they looking at their phone, they making sure they got, you know, they going by like how many followers I have. Instead of just living your life. You trying to worry about getting followers on a stupid, you know, app. It's crazy, bro.
No,
I never thought it would come to this early. I never thought it would come to
I've
this.
had a few conversations with people, grown ass dudes.
Yeah.
Yo, man, why you didn't like my picture, bro? I'm like,
Bro, people get mad.
I can't talk to you right now, man. You know.
You know, even with the following thing, like people will get mad at you if you don't follow them. Like I've actually had conversations about, yo, dude, you didn't follow me yet. I'm like, oh, okay, sorry, I didn't know I was supposed to.
It's kind of think about how you want to follow somebody that you're interested in. So you follow me. I go if I see you on a thing, I'm like, all right, let me see. Oh, this guy's private. All right, I'm not gonna follow you because I don't know who you are.
Exactly.
Then it could be some other guy. I'm like, all right, I don't even know what the fuck this guy's doing here. I'm not gonna like that because when I got the time to look through my feed, I want it to be things that I'm interested in. I like this guy's art. I like these clothing. Or these are the hype beast dudes. These are the sneaker dudes. These are the clothing dudes. That's what I look at. Something to keep my interest going. Not just like, yo, my man, yo, bro, why you didn't follow me for, bro? Follow me back. And I'm like, yo, I don't really like your shit, man. I mean, I'm just being honest. Like, what you want me? You posting the same throw up a tag, you know, 57 times a day. It's like, I don't know, you know. I don't want to see that no more.
Exactly.
You know, I was thinking, we're talking about people that used street, like graffiti for clothing. Remember Andre Charles, the baby?
Yeah.
So Andre Charles used to have a boutique in LES called Baby Jupiter.
Yes.
And then it closed down because I think Terror Squad closed it down. But he also had a club. When I used to go down to that boutique, there was nothing in LES except for like Baby Jupiter. Everything was you remember how LES used to be in like the 90s? All the gates were down. Everything was closed. I think I hold him responsible for starting that whole kind of like boutique culture down there. Like I don't think he gets enough credit. But yeah, that's just a side note as to what we're talking about.
There was a store, Burkina.
I remember Burkina, yeah.
He actually took some shirts off of us back in the days that when we were running around trying to hustle some designs, and he took us some shirts off of us.
What, Burkina was a smoke shop though, right?
Yeah, but they used to sell like underground brand shit, you know?
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, all right, cool, let's see what's up, you know?
Burkina.
Yeah.
You remember Burkina?
Yeah, I remember that.
No one's talked about Burkina. I'm like,
because you know what, I think nobody remembers it really. You know
a lot of people weren't here.
Like, we're kind of old, you know what I'm saying?
Kinda.
Well, I'm speaking for myself. You know, I got a birthday coming up next month.
Me too.
You a Gemini too?
Gemini, bro. June 7th.
Yeah, June 10th.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
I just turned 21.
Yeah, okay. 21, 20 years ago. Anyway. So, Ribs, where do you see, like, just, I'm talking about the merchandise branding. Like where do you see it going for you? What's the next step for this? Like, what you got going on?
I mean, I don't...
Or is this, like, really where you're trying to get at?
I've always tried to keep it simple, you know, because I know getting into cut and sew and all that becomes like a full-time job.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people don't have time for that. You know, I already got my full-time job.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to do my regular art. Or I want to paint some walls and
Right.
shit like that,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So this is something that I do with my boy Kes. This has been our business for years.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, we just do that as our side hustle because... You know, it's like you got ideas and it's like you just want to share them. All right, some people are going to feel them, some people don't. All right, it don't. This one was a wash. All right, let's move on. All right, yo, I got 2 more or 3 more ideas. Let's rock with this, see what happens. You never know what's going to pop, you know. One of the first things we made, we did an old Sunset Park design with a stamp design. You know, that made us enough money to buy our own setup because we were going elsewhere to print for years.
Mm-hmm.
And then we moved from that. We made a few G's and we bought our own shit. And ever since then, we've been, you know, doing our own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we cut out one middleman, you know.
You think about getting like direct-to-garment machine or something like that?
Thought about it a couple times. It's expensive. And at the same time, I almost, some of it, I don't like the feel.
It looks blown out, right?
Yeah, it kind of looks, some of it looks a little faded. Some of it looks good. Some of it's like iffy. So it's just like, I don't know if I even want to mess with that.
Yeah, I try to explain that to people and they can't see it. It's either you see it or you don't.
Right.
The edges aren't clean.
Right.
You know, like a silk screen. Spy versus spy. Is that happening again?
Yeah, actually. I'm glad you brought that up. I still got beef with my man Gouch.
Oh, God.
You know, so I'm glad. I'm glad you did you know what to bring up. Yeah, that was the thing. You know, he's done his thing for years. I've done my thing for years. We became cool. I was like, yo, let's start doing. You know, let's just start doing some shit like beefing with each other. I don't know, something. Let's come up with something catchy. So you know, we did pretty good with that. We're ready for another round. We were just talking the other day.
Oh, nice.
So we're gonna rock some new shit. I don't want to forget about the spy thing, but we're gonna start a whole new thing.
Oh, it's not gonna be spy versus spy anymore.
Nah, we're switching it up. We're gonna switch it up. Not to forget about the spy versus spy thing, but I guess sometimes you do something so much you do get a little bored with it, especially, you know, being creative.
Right. So it's refreshing to...
Yeah. You know, I was like, yo, let's do
else,
something new, but
Yeah.
keep it in the same idea.
Right.
Because I guess it's entertaining, you know, for people. They'd be like, all right, yo, they got beef, they fucking with each other. Or just the interaction of 2 different artists, because we do have different styles. So when we do our thing, it is different, and just meshing it into an idea, you know. So that's always been good with me and him, that we work well with ideas. We'd be like, oh, yo, I got an idea. Yo, how about we do this? Yeah, how about we do this and that? I'm like, yo, that's it, let's go. So it turns out into that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's my favorite thing, the spy versus spy thing.
And how long has that been going on?
Oh,
It's been a couple years. Yeah, about 3 or 4 years now, you know.
Does Gouch still have his website, Classic NYC?
Yeah, it's up.
Yeah. That's a great website for everyone to check out, you know. And what is it, classicnyc.com. I think, I don't know, if I was going to buy that type of stuff, it would probably be where I went.
Yeah.
Yeah. You never been there before?
No.
Amazing the stuff he has.
Bro, I'm learning stuff every day, that different websites and stuff to go on. It's so much stuff out there, bro.
So I think Pirate wants to have you do some type of logo for the show, maybe for the next season.
Okay.
You know, we'll discuss that after the show.
Okay.
Yeah, because we have all these talented guys come along, and it's like we gotta you gotta leave us with something. You know what I'm saying? You gotta.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? But so what me and GK, we have a history of collecting polo. And I see you have you know something about the polo. I see you got on those high-tech pants that everybody wanted.
Yeah, no, a little something. I mean, I was never like obviously it was a money thing. You know, you back in the days we were trading pieces.
Yeah.
I had a few pieces, and I've always that was probably my go-to brand.
Yeah.
You know, when I did have the extra dough to buy shit or whatever. So every once in a while, I'll kind of search for something that I'm really feeling, but I'm not. I guess as I got older, I changed my idea of like, you know what? I was like, yo, man, do I want that $400 sweater? And then I also started thinking in the sense of like, I forgot what piece it was. It was like maybe when they started doing the retro shit with the Snow Beach and all that. There was, I think it was when the stadium shit came out. There was something I wanted, and I was trying to get that shit. And then I didn't get my hands on it, but then I went out one night to like a graffiti show, and I seen like 6 dudes with it on. So I was like, yo, I'm gonna spend $700 on some shit, and then I'm gonna go out to wear it once or twice a year to look fly, and then I got 7 dudes wearing the same shit. It's a little frustrating.
No, I'm with you with that one. That's why I don't wear it as often as I used to, because that same thing. Because you can go to some place and you think, oh yeah, I got, and then 6 other people got the same goddamn shirt, and I'm like, good, I'm out, I'm done.
I mean,
Like, let me get my back up in the
Exactly,
car.
I'm good. Let me throw on my T-shirt.
I mean, back in the 90s, when I used to go out, there'd be a bunch of graffiti writers, everybody being steep tech. The whole group, all steep techs. Made me want to stop wearing my steep tech. But yeah,
I mean, it was different because you'd be like, yo.
you feel like you're paying the money and you're not
But
even
back
like.
then, too, it was a different thing. It'd be like, yo, let's get the North Face, the mountain jacket. I was like, I got the blue one, he got the red one, he got the yellow one, he got the black one. So we're rolling as a crew, but we're looking like Voltron instead of looking like copycat guy. Everybody got the red joint on, you know, unless we were trying to represent some red gang shit or something like that, you know, whatever. But you know, it's just like it doesn't seem like it has the same feel as it did back then when you got something. Like, yo, you know, I had my North Face on layaway at Tencent Trails, my bubble jacket and the mountain jacket. I had that shit. Like, you know, it's a different feeling now. Like, you know.
Oh yeah, shout out to Tencent Trails. Remember that?
They're out of business, right? They don't exist anymore.
Long gone.
That was like
That's
the
why he said
spots.
Tencent
And
Trails.
you're like,
That
yo,
was
they were like,
spot.
yo, it's the only spot to get that shit. And you went in
North
there,
Face,
it's like,
everything on there.
it's like, yo, they got layaway. Yes, kid, let's go. I got $40. Hold me that jacket.
Hell yeah.
So you prefer to wear your own stuff now, right?
I mean, I like, you know, I still like rocking fresh kicks and shit like that here and there, and you know, but I rather walk around with something that represents me or you know, my crew and the guys I roll with. You know, rather be like, yo, I made this shit. You like it? All right, cool. You can buy one. You know what I mean? And it's not even like you're not gonna be able to get it, or I'm gonna kill you for the price. We sell shirts for $20 and a sweater for $30. You know what I mean?
That's a good price point, bro.
It's just you know, something out there for whatever.
Yeah. I mean, but I do think, you know, how you were saying, I totally agree with what you're saying. I do think also it's an age thing too. I think as you get older, the individuality thing kind of like I don't want to look like this fucking mother, you know what I'm saying, this guy here. You know, I think it sets in, and you kind of like, and like you said too, if I had $700, I'm not trying to buy no stupid shirt. I'm trying to invest it or trying to flip it to make the money work for me. So, you know, I totally agree with that mindset, because it has stopped me from wearing a lot of polo these days.
I mean, I have no problem buying the stupid shirt, but if I'm gonna go somewhere and then see someone else wearing a stupid shirt, I feel really fucking
Not
stupid.
the shirt, the stupid shirt. The stupid shirt, right?
Stupid shirt.
There you go.
Yeah, because now it's like, now you're like, damn, yo, you see, I was holding on to this shit for 6 months. I haven't rocked it. I just pulled it out the plastic, and now these 3 guys chilling over here. It's like, don't even come talk to me. I don't want to see nobody take a picture of us all
Exactly.
looking like fucking
Let's take a
clones over
flick
here.
together.
yo, this clone gang over here. I'm like, you know?
Yeah, I can't do it. I can't. I mean, to each his own. I can't do it. You know, my kids will laugh at me. You know, all 5 of them. You know what I'm saying? Anyway,
That makes a lot more sense. So you got 5 kids. So
yeah,
you
man.
see what I mean?
I got a grown man.
You gotta look at it in a different way. You know,
Yeah.
like same thing with me. Is like, if I'm on a particular budget one month, I'm like, yo, am I gonna go buy these kicks that are gonna cost me? Because you can't even buy regular shit no more. So I'm like, yo, these things are gonna drop. I can't get them for retail, so now I gotta pay $350 for these shits. And then, you know, I gotta do stuff with my family. I gotta pay my bills. I gotta take care of my kid. And like, yo, what do you? Oh, you know what? You get whatever sneakers you want. I'd rather you get the new shit that you want to rock and you look fly. Because I'm like, I already did that. I don't really care about looking cool. You know, I don't have any. You know, I never felt like I had to do extra to be like cool guy or whatever. I just do what I do.
Yeah, because you know there's people out there that just want to do extra for everything.
You know, while I have you here, how's your brother? I want to be on record that I asked for KS. Is he all right?
Yeah, he's doing good.
Hello.
He's dad, you know. So
I've heard.
you know,
I've
doing
heard.
good.
Yeah, because you know his brother very well, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're a little bit older than me. So I hung out with his brother. They would come around the block I grew up on. They always, you know, my brother's ribs. I'm like, oh shit, we seen that on the wall. You know, we all want to send our black book.
We see that on the wall. That's my
We want
brother.
to send our black book with this guy.
Right,
you know, but yeah, that was a long time ago. It was good to see you.
Good to see you, bro.
Yeah. So, I think we're gonna have to start writing questions down. Because I'm like running out of questions.
No, you did a lot. You said a lot of questions. Listen, let me tell you something, Rebs.
I think he spoke a little more than usual.
Yeah,
I've
exactly.
been watching, and
That's what I'm gonna tell you.
I think he was compelled to talk a little more because I was his invite, and he kind of knows a little more about me. So
Exactly.
it's probably like, yo, I'm gonna have to talk to this guy, man.
But Ribs, actually, he's done a great job. Josh, don't you think he's done a great job today? Me and Josh have seen his progression from not doing anything and playing with napkins to actually talking.
Yo, I'm not even gonna lie. The first one that I watched, I don't think it was the one with Mega. I think I watched the one with Waze. And I was like, I'm watching him like, yo, what's up with this dude? Like, he don't say nothing. I'm like, what kind of podcast is
That was
this?
his
It's
thing,
like,
but
this
no,
guy's
but-
like, no, I'm not gonna ask. I'm not gonna say nothing. So I was like, all right, I live it. That's his thing.
No, but he got.
He's trying to figure it out.
He's
you know?
gotten better. Like now, it's like I think he's opening up to the whole podcast,
You know,
talking thing.
everyone says that I don't say anything, and I never feel like that. I always walk out feeling like I cut you off, or I said too much.
No.
You know, maybe.
You know what I think of what it is? I just think that you just like you literally gotta really like have some shit on your mind. That's when you talk.
So this is
Like if
gonna-
it's not up there, you won't say anything.
So this is gonna turn into a podcast about our podcast right now. Is that what's going on?
We're having a session here.
No, it's all
Therapy
good.
with
A
Rose.
therapy session. You know we don't got no sense. We just but nah, he's doing amazing last couple episodes, bro. I don't gotta say too much. He just go ahead, run with the ball.
Alright. Nah, it feels well rounded. I watched a few episodes, so it's cool talking about different things, whatever. And you know, just like, although I'm a graffiti person, artist, or whatever, you know, all these different parts of the culture, they mesh with each other. So
Yeah,
everybody's
they go
into-
hand in hand, bro. They
you
go
know,
hand
people
in
are
hand.
sneakerheads, people are clothes dudes, you know, people are writers, whatever, you know. So it all mixes in with things that we deal with on the regular.
I feel like more subcultures are like intertwined now than when we like when I grew up, at least. You know, like you know, skaters would stay with skate. Like I remember when Pharrell did the video with Noriega, he had skateboarders in a rap video. And I was like, wow, this is crazy.
Yeah, but that-
Skateboarders in a rap video, you know?
Yeah, but see, that's why it's so awesome. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I'm saying, like he's he's a writer, but also he goes into the clothing thing and he knows about the polo thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it all meshes together, bro.
I see what you're saying, but coming from like a standpoint of me, like when I grew up in the 80s, I was riding a BMX first. You know, that was the shit. All right, I had a GT dyno trying to do tricks or whatever the fuck, you know. Then we got into skating. So we was into skating. And then from skating is when I started writing, you know, in junior high. So now we're rolling around the street on our skateboards and bikes, taking tags, you know, that way, you know, because I guess my age bracket when I came up, we didn't have access to the subways or we were too young. Like, we already knew, like, don't go down there because you're going to get fucked up. You're going to get robbed. They're going to steal your sneakers. They're going to leave you in your underwears, shit like that. So, like, I'm not going down there unless I knew somebody would take me down there. And, you know, I didn't have a mentor or older guy in the neighborhood that I knew personally to do that for me. So, you know, we started writing on our own. You know, I actually started writing because of Kes. Like, we was in junior high or whatever, and it was like his uncle lived uptown. He was like, yo, my uncle writes graffiti. He was like, he gave me this tag, Kes, and I want you to write such and such. And then at the time, I was always drawing comic book stuff, you know. So it was like, yo, so we got into it like that. Then we started noticing him like, yo, these dudes are up everywhere. You know, my side of town, it was TFV and TBK were the dudes that were up everywhere. Anybody in that crew, they were up.
That was Sus, right?
Yeah, you had Sess, you had, you know, Roach, all these different dudes from the neighborhood that were, you know, and in the beginning, you're just looking at it as just tags. I want my name to be up everywhere, right? You know, now it starts getting in your head. I want my name to be everywhere because everybody's going to know. Yo, but they don't know you, so that's the weird part about it. Is like, yo, my name's everywhere, but nobody knows me, and I that's a big difference too. Now, to be anonymous, that was a good part of it. Now everybody's like, yo, what's up, bro? This is me from such and such block. Yo, how can I get down with your crew or do this, that, and the other over the internet? And it's like, yo, bro, this is like honestly for me, it's always been like, this is a family thing. Like, you're my man, for real. Like, if you're putting up the crew, you're my boy. Like, we chill. I know your family. You know me for 10 years. Not like I just met you and you're like, yo, what's up, my man? Put up my crew. And I'm like, yeah, all right, man. Oh.
I mean, I feel like graffiti at some point, it's like self-advertising. And I think that by you using the Best Buy logo, Rite Aid, like, you know, established logos, you can really bridge the gap between, you know, like a street marketing campaign and a legitimate one. I really think that's why people have received it this well, because you get a lot of good feedback off of it, right? Yeah.
No, but that's no, but it is a form of advertisement. So you saying that you think it's better to be anonymous, or you think it's more so or it doesn't matter at this point in age?
You can't be anonymous anymore.
You can't, but I personally, that's what I prefer. Obviously, like I said, telling you guys before, I never got interviewed because I didn't really care for it. I didn't feel like I need to tell my story. If you knew me, you knew me, and we already know each other. We paint on the regular, we do what we do, and it was always that thing. It was like, yo, this is my man Ribs, or yo, this is my man so-and-so, and that's how you met people on the street, and you became cool, and you started dealing with other crews and rocking with other dudes rather than now on the internet. Everybody's like, yo, I'll be your friend, bro. What's up, man? Follow me back. Let me, you know, it's like, nah, bro, you know, I don't know you. You know, no offense. I'm not trying to be an asshole about it. It's just reality is like, yeah, I don't really know you. So I don't really got time to do no extra stuff for, you know.
I mean, I think it's more lucrative now, though, you know, like to have like an Instagram. Like sometimes I'll see people painting. I had a conversation with a friend. They're like, damn, why is this person going so hard painting? I'm like, they have merchandise attached to this now.
Right,
you know, It's not just them writing graffiti. Every time they do this, people notice and it makes them want to go buy the product.
Right.
You know, so, you know, good and bad.
No, but I think that but the Instagram, social media in general, can be used as a great tool for like when you got
for sure.
a business and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you don't know who you're reaching out to, and they can just see it like, oh, let me buy this. Like, how can I get this? You know what I'm saying?
Right, but your PayPal is going to be attached to a name. That's the problem. So unless you have it,
or no, it can be
as a corporate. Unless you have like a tax
And
ID
that's
number
cool.
and all
That's
that.
cool. And you know, I get that part. You know, obviously, you know, I'm not hiding myself because I don't really feel like I gotta hide for nothing. But you know, it's also the idea of some graffiti writers are still stuck on that thing of like, yo, if you're making money, you're selling now. I don't do it for this and that. But then you got the same dudes, they're like, you know, selling sticker packs, making pins and doing this, that, and the other, just like the rest of us. And then like, oh, you know, you sold out or whatever. I'm like, nah, really, bro.
Like, how can you even say that?
Like,
you know,
I'm just trying to make money off what people like that I do.
Right.
Like, don't be mad if they don't buy your shit. They're buying my shit. I mean, what do you want me to say, really? You know, that's the only thing you could really say. It's like, oh, you know, you sold out. I'm like, why would I? Like, I'm good at what I do, man. You know, a lot of people like it. Some people don't. It's cool. Then, you know.
That's just a hater's mentality.
Yeah. But that's what everything.
Yeah, you know, they find any little thing to say, oh, you know, you did this. And
I mean, it's not really. There's some people out there that are just like purists, you know, like that.
For sure.
You know, it comes off as hateful, but like it's because they have like an immense love for like the culture.
Yeah, but even if you're a purist, there's a progression to everything in life. Like you can't stay the same in doing anything. So even if you're a purist, then what's the next step in the evolution of what you're doing? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like to me, it's just a hater mentality. It's like everything can't stay the same. Life is constantly elevation.
Let's say, you know, a few years, I'm 53 years old. I get arrested for taking a tag in the street. Like, I look fucking stupid.
Exactly.
I look stupid because I got a job. I got you know, my life's all together. I'm doing good. You know, it's embarrassing. You go to the cops and they're like, yo, what are you doing, stupid? You know, you feel like a jerk.
And that's what I'm trying to explain. Like, life is it's always moving, and you're supposed to be moving forward and growing into something, you know what I'm saying, into your final form or however, you know what it is. But
no, I agree with him. You know, you look like a jerk off, whatever you want to say. You get caught taking a tag after 30 years old, let's say.
I'm not saying that I wouldn't do
but
it.
You can't. You can't. Like you were saying in the beginning, you can't beat that feeling. There's just something about, you know, like the illegality of it.
Rush. Again, I wouldn't say that I wouldn't do it.
Right.
It's just, I know when's my opportunity. If not, I've passed 1,000 times. Like, yo, what's up, man? We're gonna go. You know, we're chilling all night in the city, drinking or whatever, and they're like, then it gets to that point, everybody's feeling nice, and then somebody pulls out a can, and now you start doing stupid shit, and it's like, oh, damn, bro, yo, I gotta bounce. And then next thing you know, the next day, yo, these 3 dudes got arrested, bro. They got taken in, and it's like, oh, thank God it wasn't me.
All right, well.
I think we're...
we're gonna wrap this up.
Yeah.
So, Ribs, where can they find you online?
My IG is Ribs_GAK. Our website is www.urbanmechanics with a K at the end instead of a C.com. We got the neighborhood shirts, the GAK stuff. We got artwork, stickers, and all that kind of business.
Where can they find you? Like, say if they want to do a commission work or something they want you to do.
I guess you can hit me on IG.
Okay.
It's the Ribs_GAK. You can find me on there. Mostly my pages, mostly my artwork on there. You know, stuff like that.
GK.
Yeah.
Where can they find you?
They can't find me. No one can ever find me.
Well, I remember this is part 2. The first answer, if you watched the last episode, he said cause sucks. And Supreme is the new LRG.
Yeah.
So what's your new words of wisdom right now?
So Cost is a great artist. I just don't think he was that great of like.
Okay, so now you flip flop from last.
No. It's just I'm clarifying the statement.
So he doesn't suck anymore.
In general,
yeah.
No, he still sucks.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
Oh, you did this. You did this. So, yeah, I don't have like a sign off. So like,
You don't have a sign off. You don't want them to.
No, I want
search
this
you?
show to continue forever.
Okay, so you can find me on Instagram, Polo Parata, the Super P Podcast on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, on any podcast provider that you listen to. We're on there. Ribs, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me,
And
guys.
yeah, go follow Ribs. Go buy some merchandise. Don't be a hater. We'll be back next week with another guest. And we'll be back earlier. So
Yeah.
we'll get our days will get back to normal. So check you guys later. Super P Podcast. Ciao.